Hi there. Today was spent learning. I was at companies developing artificial intelligence. I heard a lot of interesting things here, and at the end of my trip, I will make a professional summary like this. That when I get home, I'll report on these in detail. But for now, I'll quickly mention that I heard some pretty scary things, at least by chance, which I found alarming. We're hearing more and more about the term zero engineering alongside zero coding. Let's not cover this zero engineering. They are working on it here, and that is to use artificial intelligence to first substantially facilitate and later completely replace the need for human engineering significantly. Their goal is to design and operate buildings with minimal human intervention or even without it. And it's not just about that, it's also about machine design. According to their vision in the future, designing a building will be extremely cheap and incredibly fast. With design, many variations can be created within minutes, complete with budgeting and full technical development. After this, it is quite possible to think about what we should recommend to our children, what they should learn, because knowledge will no longer be necessary. Artificial intelligence will translate everything into reality. There will be no need to program or learn a programming language, because it is enough if you know a human language. You can explain it to the AI and it will plan everything. Everyone says that in 5 years, knowing a programming language will be as useful as being able to program on punch cards today, and it seems that engineering work will also become unnecessary. Robots will take over physical work, so the question is whether we will even need to work in the future. Well, I don't know what is worth learning. I hope by the end of my trip I'll figure it out and I can tell you all about it.
And let's pause for a moment here. Can you imagine Rosso can recite this text with the help of artificial intelligence, even in Chinese?
他们在这里工作，他们的目标是首先使用人工智能，让它变得非常简单，然后完全取代对人类工程的需求。
Or even in Italian.
Stanno lavorando qui e il loro obiettivo è quello di utilizzare l'intelligenza artificiale per renderlo prima molto semplice e poi sostituire completamente la necessità dell'ingegneria umana.
And after studying, I came here to the port where I read that there would be pretty good dining options. share a bit. I have some time on my way home. If you come to Tampa to explore the city, it's worth considering whether to rent a car or use public transportation. I chose public transportation. In all the big cities I've been to so far, it worked really well. Not here, because almost everyone drives. The buses run very infrequently. You go everywhere. But they follow each other with gaps of 60, 70, 80 minutes. So they're really rare. Even then, there are hardly any people on the bus. So you can end up wasting a lot of time with this. I've also had times where I had to wait around 30, 40 minutes. The bus connection, there's no metro, but I did see a streetcar. But the price doesn't matter. A 3-day bus pass here, which is valid for public transportation throughout the entire city, for 3 days costs 4,400 forints. If you rent a car for 3 days, it's about 160,000 forints for the car rental. And then you also have to add insurance, parking fees, and gas. So if you have the time, it's much better to use public transportation. Or you could travel by Uber, and I calculated that it would come out to about 30 to 40,000 forints for the 3 days. While I was waiting at one of the bus stops, I chatted with an older man. At first he was really excited, saying he had never met anyone whose first name starts with a Z. He repeated my name several times after I introduced myself. By the way, he mentioned that he came from Egypt 17 years ago on a visa that was valid for 2 years. But he's been here since then. So he's been living here illegally for 15 years. He said, by the way, that he has no problems with that. He can work on a construction site. You need to be careful not to do anything that would get you stopped by the police. For example, a quick exit, because if they check, they can deport you from the country. But in 15 years, he hasn't had any problems. He also suggested that if I like it here, I should stay. But I told him that people are waiting for me back home, and I'm definitely going to go back. That's all for today. If you liked it, then like, share, and subscribe. Tomorrow, it's off to Miami Beach. Hi everyone.
それだけなら気に入ったならいいね、共有、購読することができます。明日はマイアミビーチへ。こんにちは。